This wonderful edition of the program. We are starting so welcome now. What an edition of the program. Okay, I have my wonderful people here this morning. I have to judge my headlines this morning. Okay, let's move over to the business for today. I have the Nigerian Tribune and also do have the Daily Independent newspaper. Let's look at what we have for today. And before that, I have my wonderful committed reviewers here this morning. They are here to do justice to the newspaper headlines. I have Mr. Matthew, Mr. David, I have Mr. Raphael. Others are on their way. They are here to do justice to newspaper headlines. Okay, I have with me the Daily Independent. Above the masthead, e-transmission of results, NCC can't dictate to us. INEC is saying that e-transmission of results, NCC can't dictate to us. That is from INEC. Ohaneze asked Southeast governors to launch a reliable security outfit. Ohaneze asked Southeast governors to launch a reliable security outfit. Daily Independent, the main headline: experts leads 5G technology snags, wants realities embraced. Experts lists 5G security snags. 5G technology snag once realities embraced. Insecurity: we need Berlin kind of walls at our borders. We need Berlin kind of walls at our borders, Navy tells reps. Elite in danger over insecurity, Ngige laments. Elite in danger over insecurity, Ngige laments. $600 billion siphoned from Nigeria from 1960 to date. That is from Akiyemi. $600 billion siphoned from Nigeria from 1960 to date. Akiyemi. Electoral Act: Saraki urges National Assembly panel to act in national interest. Saraki urges National Assembly panel to act in national interest. Northern governors reject rotation of presidency, back federal government on VAT. Northern governors reject rotation of presidency, back federal government on VAT. Let's look at the story. How the northern governors have rejected rotation of presidency all of a sudden. Now they are backing the federal government on VAT. Northern States Governors Forum on Monday condemned the statement by Southern Governors Forum that the presidency must go to the South in 2023 after President Muhammadu Buhari's second term, saying it is unconstitutional. In a communique signed by Governor Simon Lalong of Plateau and Chairman Northern States Governors Forum after the emergency meeting to deliberate on issues affecting the region, which top on the burner was the issue of insecurity and VAT in Kaduna. The forum said the statement was contradictory with the provision of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended that the elected president shall score the majority votes, score at least 25% of the votes cast in 2/3 of the states, and in the case of run-up, simple majority win the election. The 19 governors of the northern state also reviewed security updates from the region and observed. Okay, governors reject rotation of presidency, back federal government on VAT. Above the masthead of the Tribune, court orders AGF to take over prosecution of Hakim on the issue of nude photos. Court orders AGF to take over prosecution of Hakim. UN speech: practice what you preach. Afenifere challenges Buhari. UN speech: practice what you preach. Afenifere challenges Buhari. Electoral Act: Saraki urges National Assembly panel to act in national interest. Saraki urges National Assembly panel to act in national interest. NGE, Nigeria Guild of Editors, chides federal government, National Assembly for frustrating Freedom of Information Bill Act. NGE chides federal government, National Assembly for frustrating FOI Act. Below the masthead of the Nigerian Tribune, Abu Ad wins Cardiovascular Health Services Award. Abu Ad wins Cardiovascular Health Services Award. Court adjourns suit challenging article citizenship till December 6th. Court adjourns suit challenging article citizenship till December 6th. Matawale appoints over 50 SSAs. Matawale appoints over 50 SSAs. Northern governors back federal government on VAT, say power shift unconstitutional. Northern governors back FG on VAT, say power shift unconstitutional. Argue Lagos Rivers confusing VAT as sales tax. await Supreme Court judgment. Argue that Lagos Rivers confusing VAT as sales tax. Await Supreme Court judgment. Want federal government to expedite action on national livestock transformation program. Want federal government to expedite action on national livestock transformation program. They have freedom of expression. Akeredolu is saying they have freedom of expression. One die as 17 passenger boat capsizes in Lagos. One dies as 17 passenger boat capsizes in Lagos. Vehicle conveying perishable goods set ablaze in Enugu. Vehicle conveying perishable goods set ablaze in Enugu. We have not declared no election in Anambra. Ipob saying we have not declared no election in Anambra. Hoodlums invade APC rally, kill 1, attack Soludo's supporters, kill 3. Hoodlums invade APC rally, kill 1, attack Soludo's supporters, kill 3. Bandits kill 34, injure 7, raise houses in Kaduna, attack military base in Sokoto. How non-state actors smuggle small arms, light weapons into Nigeria. Security experts. How non-state actors smuggle small arms, light weapons into Nigeria. Security experts. Blacksmiths manufacture sophisticated rifles. IEDs. That is it for today. Let's move back to our review this morning. So Raphael, good morning.
Good morning, Christian.
How are you?
I'm fine, my brother.
Northern governors back FG on BAT, say power shift unconstitutional.
Yes, Christian, let me tell you. VAT, what is going on with VAT in Nigeria now is what I tag restructuring in disguise. Southern Nigeria, we are trying to restructure Nigeria because we find out that each and every time we make the move to restructure Nigeria, these people botch it. It gets botched in the house. Yeah. I think, I understand, by the northern senators. They are the one behind all this, don't restructure, don't do this, don't do that. So Wike, River State and Sanwo-Olu, Lagos State, they have come out with what Nigerians have been, asking for over the years, especially Southern Nigerians. Look at the northern states. They are just like cops. You understand? Being conveyed by the funeral undertakers, and still, such cops has choices of bearer sites.
But is it fair to allow only Lagos collect VAT?
No, it's unfair. I mean the whole South should join too. River State, Lagos State, Anambra, everybody in the South, every state in the South, they should not remit VAT anymore to the federal.
What about other states that are other northern states?
Northern states, let me tell you this.
Viable.
Thank you, I know what you are saying. Those states should work hard now. They should work harder than before. You understand? To explore their natural resources, to explore their lands. There are minerals in the north. Let me tell you, Chad Basin. Haven't you heard in the recent time that they discovered oil there? Thank you. They should explore it. Buhari pumped money into Chad Basin oil exploration in 2019, 2018/2019. I don't know whether you understood. In 2018, they were attacked by Boko Haram. They kidnapped those oil explorers. You understand? And even some professors from the University of Maiduguri were among. You understand? They abducted them during the exploration. Let me tell you, North should start now to make investigations. Seriously, they should invite abroad. There are experts from abroad to explore North. Northern Nigeria has vast land. Do you know? Ordinary Southern Kaduna is bigger than 3 times Kano State in landmarks. Explore Kaduna, explore Kano, explore Northeast, which is Borno State. We will find out that there are many natural endowments there, natural, resources. You understand? From where they could be tapping to earn their own money. You shouldn't rely only on Southern Nigeria. I think you understand. This is a wake-up call to northern governors. They should stand up. You understand? Even the federal, so-called federal government, they should stand up. They should explore the entire north to find out. Let me tell you, do you know about tin, T-I-N, bauxite? You understand? And other precious stones. There are many natural resources in the north. But what happens is that instead of these people to explore it, to develop it, they keep on eyeing the southern Nigeria. They keep on eyeing the black gold in the Niger Delta. There's a level at which the black gold could hold the whole Nigeria. You understand? Nigeria economy. We have relied so much on oil. Nigeria economy is an oil-based economy. It's not bad. It's bad. Let me tell you, North should embark on agriculture and thereby explore their land too. They might discover that they have natural endowments even much more.
Okay, Northern government also reject rotation of presidency.
You see, this is their common ideology.
Unconstitutional.
It's unconstitutional. Is that what they are saying? Let me tell you, everywhere in the world, they use sense to rotate presidency. They use sense
in
the constitution about the quality of the person in question. If Governor Obi could be the person that will lead us to the promised land, let us vote for Governor Obi. If it is what do you call him? Atiku Abubakar. Of course, Atiku won't do it because he was there before. He did not go anywhere. He aligned with Obasanjo and did what? And rip off Nigerians. So Atiku is expired as I'm talking now. Atiku could not be the person comes 2023. Let me tell you, let us search ourselves in the south. Let us pick a very credible candidate. Do you understand? That will lead Nigeria to promised land. If you ask me, if they try Governor Fawemi of Ekiti State, if he's the right person, if they try Omoyele, you understand? If he's the right person, if they try Ayo Fayechi, if Ayo Fayechi could be the right person, let us follow quality this time around. We shouldn't be looking at these people are great in number, like what the North was boasting early this week. They say they can use the game of number to outsmart the South in this presidency of 10. How many are they? How many are the Hausa population? Hausa population, I'm talking with authority. Anybody that can come and challenge me in the world. Igbos are more populated than Hausa. Fulani has population because they cut across Africa. Fulani are everywhere in Africa. They have large number. A whole Gambia a whole. Fulani has good population in Gambia, population in Mali. In fact, they make up over 45% population in Mali. Senegal, Fulani are there. I know there are many, but those are people we call religious by gods. They value their religion more than people's life. They value cow more than livestock, more than people's life. So that's why they should not come in. If we are contesting or looking for or searching or scratching for president, a good president, a quality president, no, it should not be Fulani man. No, Fulani is out totally.
You are becoming ethnical now.
No, I'm not becoming ethnical, but I'm becoming a hedonist, a realist. I'm becoming a realistic person, a hedonist. I don't judge people. I don't base my life on pleasure. I base on facts. I base on reality. I don't play ethnic politics. I don't live ethnic life. Fulani has disappointed us, judging by what is happening presently. Buhari is a Fulani man who has given over 100 political appointments to Fulani people. Don't you see that the man is ethnocentered? That is a man you can tell me that is playing ethnic politics here. I'm Raphael. I'm a liberal person. I love Yoruba. I love Igbo. I love Hausa. I love good people. I love people. Fulanis that are good. I love them. I have them in my churches. There are Christians in Adamawa that are from Fulani extractions. We all worship the Lord. I think you understand. I'm a liberal person. I don't divide. I'm an Igbo man. I live everywhere in the world. Do you understand me? So they are trying to tell us that they will outnumber us with the Southerners because they have number. How many are they? See, Bari, Kanuri, Chibok, Nukpe, Hausa, Fulani, and other ethnicities there joined together. We in the South are more populated.
How come that they win in elections?
They win elections because they manipulate elections. They are election riggers. If you talk about rigging elections, in the North there, go and see how every elections that come in Nigeria are being rigged. They allow 7-year-old, 8-year-old, 10-year-old, they share money. See, social media has opened our eyes that no how someone has ever win outrightly an election in Nigeria. They rig it right from Chagari era till this present Malu.
Some people don't agree with you.
No, all of them must. No, if they don't, it is their own opinion. As I'm telling you now, no election has been outrightly won by a Hausa man. The only outright election that Nigeria conducted so far was in 1993 when Mochud Abiola won an election. Freest, best ever. Are you listening to me? Yaradua said they rigged election during his tenure. He said it by himself. Of course, you know, during Obasanjo era, Obasanjo rig election, all of them. But let me tell you, in the north there, nobody, they are not outsmarting us with number. They are outsmarting us with what? Rugged politics. They can politic with blood. They can politic with money. They can politic with ignorance. I think understand. So, not there. You have political experts. They are politicians that are dubious, over dubious. Over dubiousness is worrying northern politicians. So that's why they prepare each time we want to have an election. Do you want to go and die because of election? Hausa man is ready to kill you. Fulani man is ready to kill you because you are stopping him from leading an election. Do you understand me? So I wonder how many people are in Kano State when Kano State is generating only 2.8 billion monthly to Nigeria economy. Lagos State is contributing 60 billion naira monthly to Nigeria, and you are telling me that Kano State is more populated than Lagos. That is a superstitious story. Is the most fictitious story I have ever had in the recent time. That Kano State is more populated. Let me tell you, they are doing politics with number. How do they do it? During each and every election that comes and goes, the Northerners invite Niger Republic. They invite Chad. They invite Senegal. They invite Burkina Faso. Of course, it's played off during 2019 election when Nigerian president was here, when Malian president was here, Chadian president, the late Debbie Idris was here. Buhari invited all of them, all his kinsmen across West Africa, and nobody asked him why. He invited them and they helped him to vote. That is the game of number they are talking about, because each and every election that comes and goes, Hausa, Fulani invited their brothers across African countries. What are you telling me?
So what are the southern people doing over this?
Over this southern
leaders?
Our southern leaders are myopic. They are money mongering. They are greedy people. I don't pay them blue or gold. I'm saying it exactly how it is. They know that Hausas, they are cheating. They know that Fulanis are inviting their brothers. But each and every time they give them money, they calm down. They don't talk it. You don't say such. They don't tell us the truth because they are fighting for their pocket. Certain politicians are the cause of our problem. You know, I know it.
Okay, tomorrow is World Igbo Day.
World Igbo Day, yeah, Igbos. We are celebrating ourselves all over the world, across the continents of the world.
By IPOB.
If there is a sit at home by IPOB, it is a welcome idea by me.
Yes, says no sit at home in Imo State.
It's a madman.
I know you are from Imo State.
No, I'm from Anambra State.
Okay,
I'm from Anambra State.
Okay.
I am from Anambra State. Okonkodem is from Imo State. I am from Eri. Our communities were the Eri. Ndi Omabala. Are you listening to me? Uzodinma. Do you understand? Eri bigat Aguleri. Bigat Igwedo. Do you understand? So what do you mean? I'm an Anambra man. What they are doing in Igbo land, I support it. I want Igbo emergency of Jewish state of Biafra. I want Igbo man to be dependent of Fulani Hausa oligarchy. I want Igbo man to showcase himself globally because they have been thwarting our effort from emergency. Imagine to be, notified by other peoples of the world. Okay. I'm an Igbo man and I'm proud of my nationality.
Okay, lastly, Ohaneze asked Southeast governors to launch Ebube Agu security outfits.
Ebube Agu, we don't allow Ebube Agu. We cannot use Ebube Agu for many reasons. Please listen and listen good. I'm not trying to say that I love chaotic or chaos that are going on in the southeastern Nigeria. I don't like Anambra people killing Anambra people. I don't like the way those politicians were shot yesterday, dead. People that are supporting Charles Soludo were gunned down. I don't like Igbo man killing Igbo man. I feel bad each and every time I hear that Igbo man dies. But one thing I want to tell you is that Ebube Agu security outfits, how sophisticated are their weapons? I always make this point on and on and on each and every time I come here. You don't allow Ebube Agu to secure Igbo land with then gun. Also, some guns that immediately you shoot it, you run away. Only one. You don't pursue Fulani, you don't secure your land against people that are wielding AK-49. against people that are using AK-50, against people that are using rocket launchers. It is unfair. Ebubagu could not match the military capability or capacity of the Fulani herdsmen. The Fulani herdsmen, they are wielding more sophisticated weapons than even Amoteku here. So I suggest that ESN, Eastern Security Network, are the people that are more suitable or fitted in that position. It doesn't matter. If they are under the control of government, let me tell you, Anambra population would have reduced to 50. They will kill all of us. They would have killed all of us in Anambra State. The security outfit launched by the governor, Ebubagu, has been manipulated. They are as palpable as what? PAP, Akamu. How could you tell me that Ebubagu will secure Igbo land, secure Ebonyi State? Fulani will come there and kill everybody in Ebonyi State. Let me tell you, ESN is powerful. ESN is the security outfit we allow today. We accept them because they are very, very powerful.
Who are the we?
They are unbeatable.
Who are the we?
We, the indigenous people of Biafra. We, the indigenous people of Igbo. We are the Igbo people. IPOB is not a terrorist organization. If you know the meaning of IPOB, you know that you are an IPOB man. Indigenous people of Biafra is every Igbo man.
Explaining to me.
No, the English language indigenous is home.
Okay.
Home, let me use it, home. Indigenous people. Indigenization, it has to do with home. Let me start from that explanation. Indigenous people, indigenization of companies in 1977, indigenization of company industries, so that our industry in Nigeria, in Igbo, meaning in Igbo, let us tell ourselves the truth. IPOB launched ESN. IPOB means well for Igbo man. IPOB wants Igbo man to stay. IPOB wants Igbo man not to be oppressed or suppressed by Fulani oligarchy, wicked pastoral idiots. Let me tell you, ESN has come to stay, and ESN is the one that should give us the security we needed in Igbo land. We don't want Ebubagu. Ebubagu's weapons are not sophisticated. Ebubagu people, Ebubagu security outfit are using Ebosa guns that are meant for the squirrel. But ESN well equipped with sophisticated weapons. They are the one that can match Fulani herdsmen, fire for fire, blood for blood, money for money. It is ESN. It is ESN that can match Boko Haram, bandits, crooked gunmen sent by Uzodinma to be killing IPOB. ESN will stop them. ESN will stop Nigerian police that are going after our farmlands, protecting who? Herdsmen, to be having a field day, killing our farmers in Igbo land. ESN will match them. Even Nigerian military. ESN will match them because Nigerian military soldiers, they are supporting the insurgency, Fulani herdsmen that are killing farmers across Nigeria. It is the ESN that can stop them. You don't send the Ebubagu. Ebubagu is carrying what? Abawal also. Bird rifles, squirrel rifles, guns that are meant to shoot birds. So we want ESN to be there for us.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Rafe. I appreciate it. Good morning, Mr. Matthew.
Good morning, Mr. Christian.
How are you?
I'm fine.
Okay. Let's look at, the trend in Nigeria is about rotation of presidents. The North had their own fair share with Buhari. Now, Northern governors have come back to say that power shift is unconstitutional. What do you think?
Thank you very much. Matthew is in it once more. Looking at it from the constitutional point of view, there is no aspect of the constitution, section of the constitution that talks about rotation. So to that extent, no body can lay claim to it is the turn of this region or the turn of that region. That is from the constitutional point of view. But from political point of view, I think the South is more justified to have it now.
What
because
to supersede?
You see, all human beings, we are all political animals. So looking at it, I think political point of view should take preeminence. Because we understand at a point when the South had it under Obasanjo, the North started pushing for a Northern presidency because they felt that the South had their own shot at the presidency. So to that extent, that is political from political point of view. So for what I can understand, the South is more justified to have it now. For me, I think the North should allow a certain president, because if you look at competence, I'm not saying you cannot find a competent person in the North, but generally speaking, you find more competent persons in the southern part of the country. It was on that basis to checkmate the South that the North introduced quota system, federal character. Because if you want to go by way of merit, the North cannot measure up with the South. That's why what you see a situation where they promote mediocrity above meritocracy. So for me, I think the South should be allowed to have a shot at the presidency. That notwithstanding, that is not the position of the law. But from political point of view, if the North clamor for it when the South had 8 years, I think it's a normal thing for South to equally clamor for it. But again, I think to even deepen the democracy, since this thing is always coming up in an when the election year is approaching, I think there is need to amend the relevant section of the Constitution that talks about presidency, the tenure, rotation, and all that, to capture all interests. Because if you have a situation where you have constitutional provision that allow the presidency to be rotated across the six political zone, this issue of who become the president or who should produce the president will not be there.
Don't you think that independent candidacy will solve all this problem?
Independent candidacy will not solve it, because in Nigeria, you look at the dynamics that shape an election. One, you look at the resources, look at the platform, what they call the party structure. An individual coming out to campaign, good and fine, if you are from a particular jurisdiction,
that individuals can come and campaign.
Look at the implication. I'm not saying individual. If you amend the constitution to entertain individual candidacy, the problem is how can you galvanize support across the 774 local governments in the country? Because the party system makes it in such a way that in every ward, in every unit, in every ward, in every local government, in every senatorial district, in every state, in every geopolitical zone, you have their respective party executive. So these are the foot soldiers who galvanize and energize the party and gathers and magnetize support for the party for the purpose of election. So if an individual is standing for an election, it is difficult for him to have that structure, what they call structure, by way of party executive. That notwithstanding, an individual can be popular to an extent of from in a ward, in a federal constituency, in a state assembly constituency, and he can win. But to see an individual who stand an election in Nigeria to contest as a president for now, I see it as a difficult thing.
Practice what you preach. The challenges Buhari. Buhari talked about fairness, justice, and equity at the United Nations Summit.
I think Afenifere is right. We have looked at most of the assertions made by Mr. President that vary with all his body language and his behavior here in Nigeria. We saw a president who went to United States of America UN General Assembly. He was talking about transborder crime, and he never made mention of Fulani herdsmen. And we all know that the Fulani herdsmen are the center of crisis we are witnessing in terms of transborder crime. You understand? He talks about what is it called? Military taking over government in Africa. And Mr. President is an example of a military person that took over government. Because if Mr. President had allowed Shagari to complete his tenure, chances are that would have deepened democracy beyond what we have. And he talked about injustice. He even talk about nepotism and all that, poverty. And here in Nigeria, are they addressing all this? Because he was using all these things, he's saying that those things are the reason you see all these leadership crises. In Nigeria, for instance, is poverty being addressed? I don't think so. Because if it's been addressed, after COVID-19, federal government earmarked some good amount of money with which they wanted to empower 774,000 persons. And at the last count, Sirap is asking federal government to name the beneficiaries of that intervention job. And as we speak, federal government is not forthcoming in naming them. So how can you not say he's practicing what he preached by talking about poverty elevation? So for me, Afenifere is 100% right. Mr. President have a responsibility to practice what he preach. Because for me, most of those statements are riddled with hypocrisy.
What is happening? 4 months ago, people were talking about breaking Nigeria, no election. Now we are talking about election. What is happening?
You see, whether you like it or not, if you want to say things the way they are, you can say there will be no election. But looking at the might of Nigerian states, it will be very difficult for you to enforce that opinion. Because the government will always bring its might to enforce and ensure that the election is being conducted, irrespective of the state, the local government, the constituency, and all that. So for me, I am not a proponent of whether election should not hold, but I'm a proponent of the right thing should be done. The government should be held to account. We should deepen the democracy. Because the way it stands, even 2023 election is already, there's a threat to it. Because we are not likely going to witness free and fair election in 2023. Going by the
Southern, Northern,
that is not even the area I'm going. Going by the laws we're expecting from National Assembly. Because the least we're expecting from National Assembly is to give us electronic transfer of election results. I was listening to the INEC spokesperson on channel the other day. He said INEC is ready and they have the capacity to transmit the election result electronically, nationwide. If not nationwide, up to 80 or 90%. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, you have a political class that is more interested in their parochial interests, that is more interested in their pecuniary interests, that is not interested in deepening democracy, in following all the tenets of democracy and allowing the rule of law to prevail. Because ordinarily, if you allow electronic transfer of results, you are not doing anybody any harm. Rather, you are deepening democracy. You want to ensure that you have a free, fair, and credible election. But I have a situation where the political class, they are now united against allowing free and fair election. So, for me, the political class is the problem we have.
Okay. Ohaneze asked Southeast governors to launch a Buwagu security outfit. What of ESN?
The way I look at it is, whether you are launching a Bubago, does it have that potency? Will it have that power to fight? Because look at Southwest here. They have legitimately enacted law backing Amateku. How efficient are they? The reason is not far-fetched, because federal government through Nigerian police have repeatedly refused to allow them bear arms to combat crime and criminality. In the same vein, if you roll out a Buwago and deploy them to the nook and cranny of all eastern states, they cannot combat crime, because they will not have the wherewithal to combat these Fulani headers, killer headers who go about kidnapping, raping, maiming, and all that, and other criminal elements in the bushes and forests and on the road. So the issue is not about deploying a Bubago. The issue is constitutionality. I think the state governments should stand their ground and engage federal government constructively to allow all these state security arrangements to start bearing the caliber of arms that will give them the capacity to combat crime. I think that's the way to go.
Okay, finally, what do you project for Nigeria?
Okay, I told you I'm talking about that technology.
Okay, let's start this 5G technology once reality embraced. Because what about 5G is that if you don't have the supposed equipment, I don't know
But the issue is this: okay, whether we like it or not, it comes to a point where Nigeria will be left with no option. They will deploy 5G. But the way it stands today, the way it stands today, the way it stands today, there is a lot that needs to be done before you deploy 5G. But the federal government is already giving deadline that by January next year, the 5G should be deployed. And again, if you look at the license spectrum, it's high. And the devices that will be compatible with 5G is high. So by that they will roll it out, you have a situation where only the rich will have access to it. But as time goes on, the scale of economy will drive the price down, and it will trickle down to ordinary man. But what I'm trying to say in essence is, I think the federal government is need to have a stakeholders meeting, so that both the regulators and operators and all the stakeholders should ensure that the fundamentals are in place before you deploy it, because from what I can understand, even India, that is one of the countries leading in the area of technology, they are having challenges with deployment of 5G.
Yeah.
Let alone Nigeria that does not have the basic fundamentals. So for me, I think they should tarry for a while and ensure that all necessities are resolved before the deployment. Thank you very much.
Mr. Matthew. Mr. David.
Good morning.
Please, I want to make an announcement. Mr. David is up for adoption. Please, as many as that can adopt him is very much available.
Actually, I'm not even feeling well. You can see my voice is not.
Somebody asked yesterday.
I'm just trying to.
Is it cold?
I've been for some days now. I've been exposed to the weather. I've not been feeling too well, so I've been just. I try as much as every day just to come here and also hear my view.
No, I'll tell Mr. Okoko them to pray for you.
No problem.
Okay, let's look at the northern governors now. They are saying that rotation of presidency is unconstitutional. But is it fair when we are looking at 2015? We were saying the North is supposed to be president. Since the inception of democracy, politically, it's a political ideology that this region will rule, that region will rule. But now, the North has ruled. We are having Buhari 8 years. Would it be fair to allow a Southerner to come out and rule?
Thank you, Mr. Christian Chukwu, and thank you to all our esteemed viewers for always subscribing to the YouTube platform Flip TV. This is the only legit media house you get the legit information. And now back to your question. I believe what the northern elders, governors, and the emirs met yesterday, it's, to me, that is the truth. That is simply the truth. Because now everybody needs to work and along line the constitution, and the constitution has clearly stated it that no person, that what everybody has whosoever that wants to contest for the post of president is very free to contest. You must, the criteria. You must meet to third. You must win to third or 33 states. And then again, the constitution did not say 8, not to do 7 years, not to do 12 years, south to do 8 years. Now, that zoning only brings room for what? Incompetent people. That was this is the same zoning. Yes, incompetency. This same zoning that brought in Buhari. Not. It is not time. Not went on and brought Buhari. I am of the opinion, whosoever want to disagree or should disagree. I am of the opinion that whosoever is competent should come out and rule. Let us stop this ethnic politics that are not. Now, literally, if you are looking at people that are supposed to rule this country after the North, it is the Ipob man. Because it is the Ipob man. And now, these people don't want to give power to be the president. Not even
Hello.
So what I'm trying to say is that this issue of zoning gives room to what incompetent leaders, because now when it comes to South, okay, now let's say South at large want to produce the next president, how credible, how competent is the person that South will say, okay, go and lead us? So let everybody who has the ability, who has the vision, who has the what intellect, let them come out and contest, and let them emerge. Because this issue of zoning, is to me is just a what impediment to our democracy. You can see what now literally, if it's not by zoning, person like Buhari will not come on board because Buhari is not competent. Zoning. We keep on zoning, and there has not been any dividends of democracy.
In between the parties, they do zoning.
In between the parties, in this without.
So that is the same trend. If it happens in between the parties, they are going to see produce.
No.
Of interest.
No, what binds us is constitution. Now, there's a party constitution that binds them. Now, my question is, does the Nigerian constitution allow zoning? No, it does not. That is the only thing that binds everybody. So, as long as it does not allow zoning, anything that has to do with zoning is what unconstitutional. It is illegal. It is illegal. So whosoever that wants to contest, let them come out and contest, and let Nigerians come out and choose the credible candidate. If he says zoning now, zoning because of he wants to pick certain governors want to hand over power to what? Tinubu. Yes. Zoning because they know if power is being zoned to the south here, Tinubu will definitely emerge. And how competent is Bola Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu?
How competent is
Bola Asiwaju Ahmed Tinubu?
an experience?
Forget experience. Hey, I'm not talking about Tinubu. See, Tinubu is to me, I call him political Maradona. Tinubu will just hand over power to what? The likes of MC Roma, Agberos, everywhere, collecting, extorting people. Tinubu is not someone we should welcome it. Tinubu is not the option for Nigeria. That is what the Southern, that's what they are dragging Nigeria to.
Okay.
So are you saying about the 160 million people in Nigeria, Tinubu was the only one that is what experienced, that is vast knowledge in the South? No. Let's get people.
It's like you have something against Tinubu.
I don't see Tinubu's not ability. I see. I tell you, Tinubu has single-handedly plunged Lagos State into chaos. Tinubu has plunged Lagos State into chaos. The last one, who owns alphabeters? Lagos State tax is being the company that audits Lagos State tax is owned by who? Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and that is give that man same opportunity at the federal. He will do more. He's that kind of person we want at the center. I don't want someone that has pockets of Lagos. The signage system, every signage post here in Lagos is owned by his son Seyi Tinubu.
Any signage
contract. He's been given to his son Seyi Tinubu. So this is the kind of leader we want. I am not in support of him come to the city. That is what the southern governors are saying. Tinubu. Is Tinubu the only candidate? Rather than Tinubu should rule this country, let power go back to north. Yes, let us remain slavery, because he also brought in Tinubu because of his own selfish interest. He brought Tinubu hoping that after 8 years.
He brought in Buhari.
Sorry, he brought in Buhari, hoping that Buhari would hand over power to him after 8 years. And now the game plan has changed. The game plan has changed. So now I believe this issue of zoning, it is unconstitutional. Let those that are competent come out and let Nigerians choose who their leader be. Not about zoning. Now this same zoning is zoning to the south. You have leaders, you have candidates who are not even fit to be a councillor chairman, vying up to be the president of the country. Do you know what it takes to be the president of Nigeria? We don't want someone that is dullard. We don't want people like the likes of Tinubu. Tinubu is not the option for the country. I am totally against him. I know all the things that these northern governors are saying is just because of Tinubu, and I'm in support of it. I am in support of him. Let people power go back to the north. Let us remain slavery. I don't mind. But for Tinubu to become let South become, let us be sold to them because of Tinubu, because of his own interest. Let Nigerians, let him not become the president of this country. Yes. Is it the only one?
No, it's like every personal.
It is not about personal beef. That is the truth. Let us be sold. Let
Is
Nigerians
it
be
because
sold.
they went against Jonathan 2015?
Is it because of what?
They went against Jonathan 2015.
Yes, now. Because literally OBJ has what brought us from this Tinubu, from this Fulani dynasty. But see, because of his own personal interest, selfish agenda, he went and reached an agreement with them. And now he's now crying foul. Crying foul for what? So I believe on this note, let those who are competent come out and come back. See, for me, the person I want to become the president of this country is Peter Obi. He is an economist, he sounds eloquent, vast knowledge. But just that the cabals will not allow him there. If not for Peter Obi, if Peter Obi cannot emerge as the president of this country, let power go back to North. I am in support of the Northerners. Yes.
Okay, let's look at FD on VAT, the VAT.
For this issue of VAT, I am not in support of the Northern Governors Forum because it is high time they think outside the box. It is high time they look inward. They have mineral resources. Okay, tomorrow, what if Nigeria organize? There's no Nigeria. Would they still be open on the crude oil money? Are you telling me there's no mineral resources? The gold in Zamfara State, is it not making money? The what Ajaokuta Steel in Kogi State, what are they doing with it? Why must they always rely on the south? Why now? And the oil has dropped drastically. The price of the oil has dropped, and now that will have multiple effects on our economy. Let them look inward. And enough of this sharing. It has made them lazy. This is not true federalism. If truly, that is why majority of the northern governors don't want restructuring. Because of this, they are just lazy. All what they do is wake up in the morning, go to Abuja every month, send their Attorney General of the state to Abuja, get their location and loot it. Imagine state like Zamfara State having over five senior special, 50 special advisor. What is he doing with them? What is he doing? What are they advising him? Governor Matawale, what are they? Zamfara State, what are they advising him? Having over 50 senior special advisor, what are they advising him? And still, that money still boils down on the federal world allocation because Zamfara State does not generate anything.
Gold now.
Gold, where is the gold? Audio gold. Audio gold. See, so now I don't think just 5 PA, 5 SSA is enough to reduce cost of governance. One local government chairman, we have about 108. What is he doing with them? Just because he wants to, those that work for him, he wants to put them in his payroll. Nigeria cannot grow this way if you don't cost of governance.
Okay. Final thought.
My final thought is, come 2023, the power, this issue of power tussle, power shift, the East
will not support.
The East will not support a Yoruba candidate. I tell you, 2023 politics will be which will be based on ethnic sentiment. That is very good. And now, if there is any person that is supposed to produce the next president of Nigeria, it is the southeast, not even the south, not even the southwest. It is the southeast. If power is not zoned to the southeast, my brother, then let's not have it.
Okay, so since you send your account, happy. Good morning, Mr.
Yeah, good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How about you too? How is your work going on?
Fine.
Yeah, keep the good work going.
Practice what you preach. Afenifere challenges Buhari on his UN speech. He spoke about fairness, equity, and justice from the United Nations. So they told him, as a president in Nigeria, that fairness, justice, and equality, practice what you preach. Continue.
My own take is the president talk on double standard. They talk with double. I mean, his speech are always on double face, two faces. Fairness. When you talk about fairness, where is the fearless? Is your government reflecting fairness? Some people said, I confess myself that I voted for this same man called Buhari, this same president, because of the antecedents. Is past, maybe it was the Idiagbon then was saying that, because we thought we could bring a messiah that could flush out the corrupt, the cabal element in this country. But we now realize that the cabal are even growing more bigger than, the image we think we have. So the fairness is talking of, I think, is just an understatement.
We need more of that. We need him to practice what he has.
He can never practice what he's preaching. Why? Because there are people that surrounded him likewise. There are his foot soldiers, unappointed foot soldiers. They are ready to do even what the president did not. They are always there in every government, right? Let me say this, and it has to be clear. My own problem in this country is not about Southwest wants the presidency or the South wants the presidency. My own problem is the foundation, the constitution of this country that binds us together is a faulty constitution, is a scam constitution, right? And there's nothing you can build on a faulty constitution that will ever grow, that will ever germinate positive fruit. But our people fail to realize, if a Southwest guy become the president today, what's going to be my benefit? When's the constitution? When's the foundation? Can you build a house on a shaky foundation? The house will definitely collapse. And I pray the Nigerian, the way we are heading, this country will now not end up collapsing. That is the prayer, because the country is sick now. It's on intensive care. It's under intensive care now, the way it is. So, and it's remained for the country to collapse, and which we should not allow that. Let's organize ourselves. And I keep saying this, it's not all about presidency. We want Yoruba want presidency, Igbo want the presidency, Hausa wants the presidency or anything. It's all about the constitution. Once the constitution is weak, there's no how any president you bring can perform.
So it's not about whether north or south or whether.
It's not all about north, south, west, east. See, we can bring anybody from anywhere to rule this country.
Better candidates.
Better candidates. A better, what you just need is a better. And I suggest, I've been saying this all over and all over. Maybe the last thing that will resort to is to go and bring back that woman, Ikonji, Iweala, to come and rule us and teach us sense, teach our leaders sense in this country. Because that is the way me I can think. Because we need a fresh brain. It's not all these politicians that will lead us there. And somebody was telling me, a renowned politician, a top-notch politician that was granted an interview, was saying there's no difference between PDP and APC. A politician, a former vice president, was saying that there's no difference between APC and PDP. So you followers, that are stunt, followers of these guys, where is your stake inside? For someone to be saying there's no difference between APC and that's their slogan now. That's the slogan. So what we need is we need a constitutional conference that will bring up the regional system of new constitutional conference, that will bring up the regional system that we've been practicing and that help us those days, those during the eras of the First Republic of the Muritala, Awolowo, and Nnamdi Ezekwe. So every country, every region was progressing. There was never a fight that I want to be, this region has to be, that region has. Let everybody go on their regional way, because election that is coming, I don't see any fruitful things that will come out from it, because North is fighting, South is fighting for the presidency. So where will the stake of we people that we are less privileged in this country, not to talk of the politicians, because they can make their way easily. they can mend their way. I always tell you, certain leaders, they sell out a lot. When it comes to compromise, they will just compromise and sell us out. So I don't believe in anybody coming to tell me all this blame they are passing to each other is the turn of not, is the turn of. That is not what me I need. Me, I need a better space where I will live, where I will wake up in the day. I will say good morning, Nigeria. As America say, good morning, America. God bless America. And I will live my life to the fullest. But some people don't know the bigotry, the nepotism is inside nearly everybody genetic. It's just that this one is just so glaring because we are having the nepotism extended, extending to the neighborhoods, not even within Nigeria again. We are extending the nepotism to the neighborhoods, next neighborhood country. What am I saying? The Niger, the Chad, we are exporting the nepotism we have in our genetic, in which this government have in their genetic, to all those areas who are not Nigerians, and they are benefiting from Nigerian resources because of the belief their oga, their brother is in power. All those things has to stop. And me, I'm saying all over and over, this is the time. If we want a new Nigeria for ourselves, the lacuna that we have now is for the youth to fill up the lacuna and create a space for ourselves.
Is there any enabling environment for the youth to fill up the lacuna?
They are, my brother. When you keep saying enabling.
Can you apply for a post?
Shame me?
Local government?
Definitely, I can. Yes.
The resources?
It's all about you see. Okay. But it's only Nigeria that we've turned politics into with monetized politics. Politics is always monetized all over the world. It's contributions. If I like you, I see something good in you, I can even spearhead GoFundMe for your election. You can spearhead your GoFundMe up for your election. People will raise money because when they know your integrity, you see, everybody worship money, politics, money, economy, money, everything. But we are not even achieving what we are chasing money, but money is not chasing us. That's the problem. Money doesn't even like coming to us. Because imagine all the money we filtered away in this country. Look at all the money they've looted away. Look at all the ritual money people are spending. And I tell you, majority of money in circulation in Nigeria now is blood money. Because as a government official,
can you identify blood money?
Yeah, can you identify? It's very easy, simple to identify. You are in position. You are a minister of health. You are a minister of works. You are a minister of this thing. They assign money to you for you to upgrade the clinic, the general hospitals, to upgrade the national hospitals. You diverted the money, and some patients start dying because of your inattitude, because of your irresponsibility to provide the amenities to equip the hospitals. You could see when the first lady came out the other time that the national hospital doesn't even have syringe to do with. Then if you are a minister of roads, works, they allocate a road for you to do, and you squander the money, and people start dying on that road through accident. Is that not blood money you are withholding in your pockets? And that happens a lot. Abandoned projects. It happens a lot. You know how many people that Lagos Ibadan that they've been politicizing, they've been playing politics on. You know how many people that road has consumed. You know how many blood are soaked on that Lagos Ibadan expressway. You know how many people blood are soaked on the Benin road. You know how many people the bad roads in the southeast has consumed. And you are saying these guys, they should realize that what they are doing will bounce back on them because they are spending blood money. They are spending blood money. When election is coming now, you start seeing them on rituals, killing each other, sending people to kill. So is that the way out for us? That is why I tell you, all these guys, they are better than fighters. What I would prefer is a new constitution, or we all go on constitutional conference, referendum. Let us have a referendum. Do you want to stay together, or do you want to just be on a regional system? If that one is going to be, it will be better. Regional system. Let everybody part their way and maintain the economy, themselves. So there won't be any ulabalu of the north, the south, this thing must become a president. Although there will still be pockets of issues when you go regional. That is when you start seeing this state, but that one will be at least closer for you to manage than the federal might. All these things that happen, you know, it's within your terrain. The Obas can come in, the all these things can come in and resolve the issue. But that federal system we are practicing is not helping us. Any question?
No.
Any other one?
Just round up.
Okay. Now I just want to say, I believe in the country. If the leader can do the needful, I don't want to know. I'm not even interested where the president of Nigeria will come from this time around. What I'm interested in is how we can do a referendum. Since we cannot organize ourselves together any longer, let us have a referendum. Either we go on a regional system that we practiced before and has been successful, you know, the system of government for us, or the election we go and bring in Madam Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, an external Nigerian, a diaspora Nigerian that does not have this blood of nepotism, that does not have this blood of what's it called? Bring them in to repair Nigeria. There are not all these fake leaders we said we have.
Thank you very much. Wait, thank you very much. Please, Mr. Kayode Egbo, if you can't see it, you can reach me on 0157 515167. Maybe technical issues. Maybe that's why you can't see the David's account details. 08157515167. 08157515167. You can reach me on that, and I can give you the good morning.
Yeah. Shall we pray? In Jesus' name, our Heavenly Father, God Almighty, I thank thee, I praise thee. Be glorified, be magnified for keeping every one of us alive, for making us to be able to gather here again today, life, not in death. I say, may name be glorified in Jesus' name. I thank thee, oh Father Yahweh, for our viewers outside who appreciate what we are doing, who love what we are doing, who know the truth and stand on the truth. I thank thee for the one that have extended their hands for good, greasing our own hand, encouraging us. May you be glorified on their behalf in Jesus' name. Even the one that have intention to do, but they haven't done. Father, I say thank you on their behalf. Be glorified in Jesus' name. I thank you for Philip TV, who make it possible for people to hear our voice outside. Be glorified. I thank you for Nnamdi Kanu. I thank you for Ipob. I thank you for Biafra land. I thank you for the Uzodinma Republic. I thank you, oh Lord, for Sunday Bohu Amateku. Be praised in Jesus' name. I am Mr. Okpara, the new Okokondem in this Second Republic of Biafra. Live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his Ipob government of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Republic of Biafra. Long live Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Long live Ipob. Long live ESN. Long live Amateku. Long live Sunday Bohu. Long live Yoruba Nation. Long live every good loving people all over the world in Jesus' name. What's going on?
I need to ask Southeast governors to launch Ebube Agu outfit.
Ohaneze
represent the Holy Pope. Mr. Akwara, Ohaneze. What's the meaning of Ohaneze?
What constitution hold them?
Federal Constitution of Nigeria hold them. Social-cultural
group is not in the constitution.
It's not in the constitution.
It's not in the constitution.
Okay, I'm hearing.
They call them Ohaneze.
But they are recognized by the government. Because
government are using them against us. Government is Ohaneze against Biafra. They are Ohaneze and Iberibe. We have two different types of Ohaneze. They are Ohaneze and Iberibe, not Ohaneze and Igbo. Now, Ohaneze and Iberibe encouraging their stupid governors, Fulani emirs, impose on us as governors. Encourage them to form a bubagun. How many times will they form this bubagun? How many shameless people? People who don't work with their Arba condom. People who there's no sense in their brain, in their upstairs. How many times will they form a bubagun?
And they are your governors. There's no sense in their brain, and they are your governors, Mr.
Listen. Do not be surprised that a stupid man can rule a wise man because of certain things.
What are the
now, excuse me, if they are ruling me, because our president is not educated, our president don't have primary 6 certificate. How much for secondary school? But a professor, A professor, son-in-law is his vice. That is Nigeria for you. Where non-entity rule the wise. Southeast governors, Ohanes and Iberibe, they are passing seas without passing sense. Nothing in their upstairs. Now, Ebubagu, how many times will they form Ebubagu? They have formed Ebubagu. Launch. Nobody come out. Okay, Ebubagu, the one they form, where do they stand? Where is their ground? What impact have they made in Biafra land? Ebubagu, form Ebubagu. Ebubagu was sponsored by Fulani. As Umai, they form Ebubagu to protect themselves. Okay, when they form Ebubagu, when they want to recruit, how many people from Biafra land to come and join them? Nobody joined them. So going up to say to form Ebubagu, they want to form Ebubagu to protect Ohanes and Igbo, not to protect Biafrans, not to protect Igbo. They want anything because they know that now that police don't have power again over with Biafrans. And let me tell you, why are they saying good for the Biafrans? Why should they stay there? And Nnamdi Kanu still in detention up to now. Governors, Nnamdi Kanu still in detention up to now. Politicians, Nnamdi Kanu is still in detention up to now. Traditional rulers, Nnamdi Kanu is still in the den of Fulani Janja with government of Nigeria. They are there. They come from for whose interest? Ebubagu, I remember the day I told you the first time they formed Ebubagu that Ebubagu is dead before forming it. Ebubagu cannot deliver. They are Ebube chicken. You know what Ebubagu means? Ebubagu means the glory of lion or tiger. But what they are forming is Ebube chicken. Ebube koko. Glory of chicken.
The chicken has glory.
The chicken has glory. At least you kill chicken before you kill it. It will before you go die.
Before you kill chicken, you don't die.
But the Ebubagu have no power.
Yes.
Do you get me?
Okay.
So Ebubagu or Nebubagu, they are useless.
Yes.
What we know is ESN.
Eastern Security Network.
That is what they're fighting, protecting us, protecting the whole Biafra land, both south and southeast.
Yes, you hear that?
You're a core Igbo man.
I mean, yeah, by blood, by tongue, even my eye. The color of my eye is the color of Igbo man, not the color of Fulani. Look at my color of my eye, it's the color of Igbo man. That is why I am Okokondem.
When is Igbo Day?
Igbo Day.
When are they celebrating Igbo Day?
Igbo Day.
Yes, they celebrate Igbo Day in Nigeria. When are they celebrating?
Yeah, that one. I'm not constantly or current on that one because all my problem now is to get Biafra. Biafra is superior over Igbo.
Okay, tomorrow is Igbo Day.
I said Biafra is superior over Igbo. Biafra is a tribe. I mean, Igbo is a tribe in Biafra. We have other tribes in Biafra. So that one will not bother me a lot. Because if Biafra stand, Igbo have stand. But if Igbo stand, Biafra does not stand, Igbo have failed.
Okay, let's look at northern governors reject rotation of presidency.
You see, I laugh. You know why I laugh? Do you remember when I told you that Northerners said, if you want Buhari, if you want presidency 2023, East, Biafra land, vote massively for Buhari. I come to West and tell the Uzodinma Republic, if you want to 2023 president, vote massively for Buhari. Then I ask that question, how can two Satanás go to Abuja for one seat at the same time, December 2023? Is it not a fool? Now, have you seen it? Are they not fooling them? Is it not fooling them what I said before? But now to should remember, when Obasanjo, we are about to complete, even though when Obasanjo complete the fourth term, that's what the problem he and Atiku get. Not to want power by all means, back to themselves. When Obasanjo have already only ruled for 4 years. Obasanjo said no, he will complete 8 years. I think it took Awudu Ogbe, intervention of Awudu Ogbe, to be able to convince the North before they agree for Obasanjo to go for 2 terms. That's why they take Atiku. People don't know why the problem of Atiku and Obasanjo at that time. They purposely push Atiku to Obasanjo to be taking Obasanjo to be for Senator Obacho for second term. Now, when the second term was about to complete, not to start crying, it's their turn, it's rotation. They agree that after South, it should be North, because they fear that Obasanjo want to shift the power to Southeast or South because they say they have no rule. Not to say no. It's a rotation. It's their power. It's their turn to rule. It's their turn to do this. It's their turn to do that. Finally, Yaradua enter. Not they do not know that it's not constitutional, but they cry for it. Not to know promising West and the East to be present in 2023. It's not constitutional, and they promise them to do so. Not to tell you what the type of sense they have. To say, northern people don't know anything. They don't go to school. But northern people have acute. Their brain, their brain work 24 hours. Northern people, whether they know how to read or write, their brain work 24 hours naturally. Than southern people that we have viral writing ABCD, but nothing in their sense. Now, let me tell you.
You're a southern person.
I'm a southern person, okay. But you see how I'm talking. I talk like something is my upstairs. I don't talk from Anus like Ojus Okalo. I don't talk from Anus like Rogers Okorocha. I don't talk from Anus like Ipob Uzodinma.
Your governor.
Fulani Emir in Imo State.
Fulani governor in Imo State.
Fulani Emir in Imo State. I don't talk from Anus like Umai of Ebonyi State.
Okay,
now I'm coming. I haven't finished.
Are you finished?
I haven't finished. Northern people do not know. Oh my God. Northern people do not know it's not constitutional. When they are collecting VAT, the northern people back the federal government to be collecting. Is it constitutional that the federal government should collect VAT from the federation? It's not constitutional, but the federal government is operating on that using Inland Revenue Commission or service to be collecting VAT, which is not a constitution for them to collect. Not we tell you constitution when it favor them. Not we tell you it's not constitution when it did not favor them. Anything that favor them is constitution, but when it did not favor them, it's not constitution. It's just like this present Fulani government of Nigeria. They obey law when it favor them, but when it did not obey them, they do not favor law. Look, I told you last time that on Sunday, not me to bet said one of the dailies on Sunday that is their turn to rule, that power will never come to South. What the whole paper said to say today, northern governor, they didn't make exemption. Even me to bet, even Plateau, even Taraba, even Benue, northern governors agree that is their own turn. Coming to politics, not we come together. You know why? Not are crying because Fulani herdsmen and Boko Haram are killing them. Had it been it's only South that the Fulani herdsmen and Boko Haram are killing, not to tell you that it's constitutional. It's in the constitution that they have to carry gun. They have to defend themselves. It's in constitution. Not to tell you that.
Okay, final thought, Mr. Akugudem, final thought.
Final thought is let the Southerners open their eye to know that they are befooled by the Northerners. Now, not only Fulani. I'm telling you honestly now, tomorrow now, Dajo will come out and say this is not an agenda. That's what he said in 1966. And push Ogutukpa away and go and take over. This is not an agenda. That's what that will tell you. So let the Southerners open their eye and separate themselves from Nigeria. That's the only solution.
Thank you very much.
That's the only solution. So on Biafra, I stand. I support Oduduwa. I stand on Biafra. Nigeria, no. Omo Biafra. Ona na agwanona. Onye ndiro babu de chende chembe niile. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Iga Dendo, Shineba Hopota. IPOB, ona na agwanona. ESN, Eastern Security Network, ona na agwanona. Unknown government, ona na agwanona. Keep on what you are doing. Onye si na ihe ọjọọ ya mma, ọ ga-ezu ya ahụ. As far as Nigerian government support killing will follow them.
Okay, thank you very much.
So shall it be in Jesus' name. Amen.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, that is everything.
10 minutes. They pray for 5 minutes.
Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Chigozie.
Okay. Good morning. How is
Mr. Mr. Kogodem. Wait, okay. Let's look at Uzodinma in Imo State.
Okay.
Tomorrow is World Igbo Day, and IPB has declared a total sit-at-home over that World Igbo Day celebration. But Uzodinma is saying, I will never tolerate any sit-at-home. He assured the citizens that there is security for their lives and properties.
Well, I think it's a very good thing to identify with your race. As an Igbo son, and I'm proud identifying with my people. That notwithstanding, I think it behoves on the people to understand that preservation of their culture and custom lies on them, not on the supposed governor. He's just a single person. He just has only one head. And we have over 150 million Biafrans across the different countries of the world. So if they deem it necessary to observe that Igbo's Day, I think I will be part of such a movement. It will be an honor to celebrate my race, because there is no other race like the Igbo race. You can't have whatever you... Igbo is unique, and there is no two Igbo in the world. So it's a very great honor. They should, of course, not pay attention to the government or the governor, Uzodinma. What is Uzodinma? And unfortunately, he also understood that he has lost the control over the people. He could tell better. He's in a better position to tell what I'm just saying.
But yesterday there was still sit-at-home, despite the fact that IPOB had cancelled sit-at-home.
That is what I'm telling you, that it now is left on the people to decide and determine their destiny. They could no longer live or entrust their destiny in the hands of these political opportunists who parade themselves as elder statesmen, and which of course they have no leadership quality. They have lost the entire hold over the people. It's not the people that decides what's happened, which is the right thing. So it is not about the governor going about making noise. What is wrong if the Igbo race decide to map out a day to celebrate their race? In fact, it's very unfortunate you have such people within the corridor of power.
Okay. Northern governors back FG on VAT saying no, says power shift not constitutional.
Of course, I would have been surprised if the northern governor have a contrary position with the federal government. Why? Because they have been parasitic in nature. I mean, the northern region has been parasitic since 1961. But since 1960, by October 1st, Nigeria will be marking 61 years of abject poverty, of retrogression, 61 years of deprivation and without respect to the rule of law. It's very unfortunate. And in a system which, of course, people celebrate inequality, injustice, that system will never strive. That is just an example of what Nigeria state is. It's very unfortunate, and you see, they will support the position of the federal government because they are the ones in power. If it were Jonathan or any other southern extraction, they will oppose it to the core, especially if it does not protect their interests. How could you tell me now, like a state like Lagos, which has more population density, which of course needed more resources to build infrastructures that will be capable to contain the people, having seen the population explosion. And now, after generating internal revenue, rather than using it for Lagos State, because the people in Lagos State have paid through their nose, have remitted the money to Lagos State, and rather than using it to benefit the residents of Lagos, you now transfer those money to Zamfara, where they are not productive, only on the basis that you have the highest number of local government. Where on earth does such happen? Where on earth can you tolerate that? You see, and you are bragging that when it comes to productivity, the contribution to the center, you will be nowhere to be found. But when it comes to sharing formula, you will be dragging with the South. Why not realize your own revenue and use it for your people? I think that will engender and create that consciousness within the northern governors or political forum to begin to build or rebuild their system and to have a more definite priorities rather than deceiving their people on the basis of religion just for their political gains. So I think they will support the position of the federal government and saying that power is shift is not constitutional. So it will only be constitutional when their interest is not jeopardized. You see, they understood the test of power and what absolute power could do, could corrupt absolutely. As we can have seen in this dispensation of General Muhammadu Buhari. So they want to perpetuate themselves within the corridor of power against every odds. It doesn't matter whether it's other people feel aggrieved, but it's unfortunate.
Ask Southeast governors to launch ABB Agri security outfits. What is happening to yourself?
Well, I think the organizers should first of all enroll their sons and daughters in such a security outfits, because I believe that they are not also safe. So they should lay an example by recruiting their wards and children, so that we know that they are serious. Otherwise, they should stop making noise, because we are no longer interested in this noise making. You've seen that several Igbo indigenes have been killed, murdered, raped, with all level of bragging, and yet the perpetrators have not been brought to book. Yet Ohaneze have not reason to condemn the federal government categorically. Ohaneze have not reason to stage a protest as a result of the heinous crime going on within the southeastern region. So what do they represent? Invariably, they are not there for the people. They only represent whatever, they're just political opportunists and who might want to take undue advantage of the people. We understood the antecedents, and the past has been an experience, and the present is a concern. But where lies the major interest is in the future. Because we have no system that we could trust. We have no state that we could call our own. Because we have been schemed out, manipulated out of these events, the scheme of events as they unfold. So, what else do you need to do?
What should Nigeria do so that there can be better life for everyone?
Yes, Nigeria should accept that there is no country called Nigeria. I listened to Governor Wike. He said, of course, is there really anything like Nigeria? In 61 years, you have no hope. In 61 years, with the enormous of resources indulged within the country. You could not even boast of giving primary school students free education. With the trillions of naira expended for 61 years, you could not boast of taking care of the basic secondary education free of charge. Something, of course, under 30 years, Namibia and the other African countries have surpassed. So how can you describe me as a Nigerian? Where you can't even look at most of the public schools are overpopulated because of poor facilities, lack of facilities. You have not done even the power sector in 61 years. You've not been able to fix the power sector, which of course is the bedrock of industrialization. Without fixing the power sector, you are just making noise about development. Because you must have a standby power generation sector, electricity for you to drive a vibrant economy, which of course affects the entire facet of development. So why are you calling Nigeria? What do you have left to celebrate this country?
Why not us?
It's very unfortunate. You know that we don't have a system called Nigeria. It's just a mere geographical expression as said by the late sage Awolowo. I am beginning to understand what, of course, informed his position barely how many decades ago. It is now coming to reality that truly Nigeria is just a mere geographical expression. 61 years down the line, you are still borrowing to the point you have mortgaged the entire destiny and posterity of this country. So by October 1st, you will be celebrating the billions of dollars you have been able to borrow. You have incurred, you are using over 80% of your generated revenue, annual generated revenue to service debt. And you called it a country.
Okay.
What a shame.
Thank you very much.
There is no other way forward than Biafra. Biafra remains the answer. And Uzodinma, of course, I must commend those who did the great feat in the ongoing United Nations General Assembly. The tempo should be sustained. That is the best language that this government will understand.
Thank you very much.
All hail Biafra. All hail Uzodinma State.
All help the South, all help the Biafra, all help Uzodinma, all help to South. Where do you stand?
I stand for South. All the South people, Yoruba, Hausa, I stand for everybody. I stand for them, but anything not, my brother, it's time for everybody to separate. Because
now, they say no more rotation because the constitution does not allow for rotations.
Who told you that? See.
The constitution does not allow for rotation, Mr. Lucky.
My brother, when it comes for South, that is where the net will not bring this yawa. I said no more rotation because they want that power. They know they can spend money, billions, to deceive the South, which somebody is doing now. Look at my back now. Look at my wearing kwankwaso cap.
Red cap.
That is kwankwaso cap. Coming here to deceive them. You look at the old man there. You see? Deceiving them.
What is he saying?
He's telling them that they should vote. They should vote for any candidate that come. They should vote for the guy. But I'm telling you, my brother, you don't wear kwankwaso cap to this place. You leave us alone. You can go and vote for anybody you want. So that is it. My brother, my name is Lucky Ayaguna. I don't know Lagos. Good morning, viewer. God bless you as you are watching. All of you will live long. My brother, I just pray for you people. You will live long. You live long. Thank you. Let's go ahead, my brother.
Okay, let's look at governors have turned their back on their southern, because I know they used to be rotation, but now the northern governors are saying that they support the federal government on VAT, and they are telling their southern counterparts there is nothing like rotation in the constitution.
My prayer is that if the southern governors and the people can stand on their stood, can really send this message again back to the north, I know why the North is afraid. If this thing come to reality, some of the northern states will suffer. They will end up imagine maybe from Jigawa, we like to imagine to Kano or Nasarawa, imagine to Abuja or some of this Niger, because the reason is that most of the states in the northern have been depending for oil and fat from Lagos, from Benin, from Port Harcourt, from the south. So they depend on that. In fact, most of them, they don't go to work. When it's about a month is about to end, that's why you see them in secretariats. Are you getting me? That's why you see most of the governors in the northern, I say they have ghost workers. Today they discover 20,000, 30,000. When the month about to end, that's why you see them coming to collect salary, because they depend of the oil money from south. So that is why they are not supporting that part. They are telling Buhari that you never agree, allow the south to manage that part, which Lagos people, as I said, that I told you that we have been working hard, paying our taxes, paying our NEPA bill, pay so many dustbin bill, pay every utility bill in south, but in northern I hardly see a NEPA going to go and cut light. I get him, he can't try that, can't tell you, up dustbin going around. So they have depend our money coming from the southern. So that's why I see they are not backing the south governors. So he left for the south governor, and the people should come together again.
Does not support rotation. Let's say the truth.
They are not what we expect. They will never support that because
the constitution.
They want to continue. Okay, the constitution. Let me tell you something. They will never support that. You know why? Anything that will benefit them, they will support that. But anything they need, they will not support them. They will not benefit them. They will not support that. So for me, that's what I'm telling you. It's time for everybody to sit, both all the southern governor, the Eda, the Oneze, the Idimbo, all of them should sit together and look at it. I understand that we should live together, but the way Nigeria is now, I don't think we can live together anymore. Is there anything wrong? I want to ask you, is there anything wrong that we must stay together? Is there anything wrong? Or anything is wrong? Why it's wrong is that there's too much of killing, too much of kidnapping, too much of hunger, too much of poverty that make the southern be angry with the northern. Because the reason is that we have a president that came, Buhari, who cannot unite the country. Under Obasanjo, there was no dividation like this. Under Yaradua, there was no dividation like this. Under Goodluck, there was no dividation like this. But when Buhari came in with anger, hatred, that is why Nigeria, mother, husband, father, children started fighting themselves in Nigeria because of poverty. You know, when you are hungry, you be angry. So that is why people are not saying, I want to be on my own. Whether they support rotation or not support rotation, whether they support constitution or not constitution, do we even have constitution? We don't have. The constitution we have is a military own. So the natural assembly people, the civilian, so-called civilian, in fact, what they are doing there, they are just doing the bidding of the president. So because of the borrowed money they are sharing, so no one will like to say the truth. I get it. So we are in trouble. We are in trouble. Whether they support or don't support, we should go ahead on that part, collective part, and use it to do development in the south. Let the northern. You see, he did not. They have something. It's just the laziness. It's just the, in fact, not they go to farm. Because of, instead of them to channel that anger to President Buhari, that why we cannot access farm, why we cannot produce this, they should face him. Instead of facing the south, they should face him. Because let me tell you secretly, anything custom sees in border. It's going to the north. Are you hearing me? All this corrupt money they are collecting is going to the north. Every good thing they are collecting, they are going to the north. All these Google cars, they are seizing port, they take it to the north. So, because if you check this government, all the posts belong to north. So the south doesn't have mouth.
What's the way forward? What's the way out?
The way out is he left our people, because I can see one of these guys now who I told you just deceiving the young people there, deceiving them that they should vote for either Kwankwaso or vote for Tinubu or vote for this. All these people have expired. We need a new person, a new leader, not even Patome, not the other young people. We need people like let me tell you, Fashola can do well if they give hand. Wike can do well if they give hand. But for now, president, if want to become one, president should go to the south. I believe the south has human face. They love people, not those who hate people, who kill for not of religion, because of religion. So if they give it to south, I believe the country will balance again.
Okay.
Not that we cannot live together, but the living together is that when there's injustice, hatred by party, witchcraft, we are bound to divide.
Okay, thank
so
you.
that's my own area. Nigeria, please. Buhari release Ipob, release Nabdikalo. Let Nigeria be peaceful. Please, if me retire, resign, go to Daura, go there, go so that we will not more. I'm telling you the truth.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, everyone that been with us. Mr. Kayode Egbo, thank you very much for your supporting the reviewers here this morning. For the account number, you can reach me on this number 08157515167, so that you can reach Mr. Lucky and also David, because there are technical issues where they cannot, may not be able to send when they send, they might not be. There's a technical issue there, so you can reach me 08157515167. So from there we'll take it to the next step. Thank you, Mr. Kayode Egbo, for supporting the reviewers here this morning, and every other person. Thank you very much for being with us on the program today. A big thank you to the man behind the camera, Mr. Ifeanyi, and also I'm Christian Chukwu on this wonderful edition of the program. We are on Facebook, E247 on Facebook. You can get to that platform and also see what we have for you there, updates and more interesting news. We are on Instagram, Flip TV NG. There's another place you can get to see our events and every other thing that we get to do. Yeah, and also if you want to read me on my Facebook account, Christian Chukwu, on my Facebook account, Christian Chukwu, I will take it from there. Thank you very much, everyone. As we meet tomorrow by God's grace.